The Save Club business opportunity. Is it worth your energy and time, and is it legit? There are looming clouds over it being legit. I would say it is. Otherwise, there's just a lot of stuff in it, and you could hear otherwise. And I'll get into more details on this as well as parts to the compensation plan. I have my laptop in front of me, and I've done a full on screen video review of Save Club. I'll link you to down below. That's my best format. I'm an introvert, analytical, cerebral person, so I have a hard time doing these things. I've learned the skill set and I've done this. And even after I still feel like I'm better at math, systems, writing. But I feel like I needed to show up in this way to go over with you what you're getting and to be careful of what you're getting, because so many people see that new shiny object, the new hottest thing, which you're hearing about here and seeing with Save Club. And if you're not careful, you'll be the one following a follower or you following a leader. But that's not what I shouldn't do. Shouldn't it be that? Are you a leader? Are you somebody who will recruit enough people, do enough volume of recruiting, make enough every month, make more and more of those 50 cents every month, fast start commissions type of thing? And I'm looking right here on my screen. For every person you refer who becomes a Save Club member and affiliate for $79.97, let's round up to $80, you, as a person who referred somebody, because that's what you're doing, you're referring someone to a company, to a product, a program, an MLM network marketing company, you will then get a $20 commission. So 25%, but I'm getting something. If you just didn't think there that that's it, you have a lot more to think about. And that's small, and them keeping the rest, and then 50 cents every month here as this builds up, and for the people that you're bringing in. And then there are other levels that people think, well, I can make up for it on the back end, the bonus pool. Here's the matrix, more levels, which is cool. It's great, awesome to see that there are those levels. But will you ever attain that, ever get to that level? A lot of people don't. How many people will you bring in? Are you a leader? Leaders want leaders so they can stack, so they can clump up at the top and bring in others who will recruit. They bring them under. They know that they'll bring people in. So that way they can earn. They can earn. People bring on people on top of them. You might even see family members, friends, and more outside of this warm network that they have online. So they can save all of that, so they can help others out here. When you come in, whether it's in the beginning or later, and you're hoping for spillover because another program didn't work for you or not enough of, or you just were looking at it from the outside in, now this is the one. I can get discounts on what I already buy. It's not so much of a need anymore. It'll become a want, and then just end up spending more on what you want and then on what you need at the same time, or flip-flop. Why? So you can save more and you can feel better about doing it. So I can keep swiping more and then swipe my card so I can get even more and more cash back on the things that I already excuse me, on the things that I already buy. It's just a very good ooey feeling, and that's what people buy into. Discounts, economy. Sure, we can look at the economy, tariffs, and things like that and see where we're going and see what the long-term future would look like with pricing, strategy, and more. However, joining programs like these that I keep seeing rehashed, I've seen other things that are similar to this. Compensation plan, back office, join this. You got to do a lot of volume, bring in people. Do you even have a strategy to do that? What's your strategy? Just follow a leader who will send you an email to join and click on a link to go buy traffic? Are they telling you everything? Are they easily accessible? But they brought you in, they made money from you. Front end, even if you didn't do anything. But they have other people that they can bring in and are leaders. So if you're not a leader, it's going to be hard whether you join now or later. You join later, it makes it even harder. Getting spillover, one, don't depend on it. Likely won't happen. Who am I to tell you? Why am I the one to tell you this? I've only been online for many years, for one. I've been in many niches, digital marketing agency, lead generation space, health affiliate marketing at around the same time, built my personal and business brand there. I then went into e-business, e-marketing, make money online, to now what I do is funding finance, helping people with credit, cash flow, collateral, liquidity, equity, and then some, boosting, growing, and expanding their business, ROI, capital requirements, net free cash flow, gross and net income, cash flow profitability analysis, looking at financials, bank statements, debt schedule, credit reports, personal and business credit. I'm that introvert, analytical, cerebral, less words, more action, behind the computer, pulling the strings, back end partner, looking at numbers, metrics, mathematical systems, writing. That's what I love doing. More of the integrator than the visionary. I am a strong visionary too, but more the integrator. Less words, more doing. And what a lot of people hear is you hear the chatter, people following the group. Let's just join this. But you know how many people you have to bring in? And that's just the front end part. On $79.97, you will earn a $20 commission. Paid out the very next week though. Plus, as you advance in rank, you will get paid and even more on anyone you personally enroll. Plus, earn coded generational fast start. Okay, I can go on and on this. Will you ever get there? You might. Will you fall off? Probably. Or not. You keep going, it's working. You keep doing more of what's working, it's working. Okay, great. But what kind of ethics, what kind of governing principles, values, vision, mission, morals, ethics, characteristic traits do you have? By bringing in people to this stuff that I keep seeing rehashed, a lot of it is a cash dump, cash grab for the top marketing leaders out there. And what do you end up with? Oh, but I can go save money here. Like there's a section right here. And this I already share with you on the share screen and everything. Like instant discounts, unlimited savings, over 850,000 hotels, over 50,000 restaurants, over 150,000 retail stores. Big savings on thousands of brands. Dining, whether you spent on these places now or will or whatnot, $10 average savings here. At this place, $4 average savings, view the details. Can't you get apps that give you access to this without paying and paying a membership for this? Don't you get store cards? Do you even need to be spending and getting discounts? Well, yeah, I get to save more and I get to spend more in different places and it allows me to get more money. Sure, it's helpful. That kind of stuff is helpful. But aren't you online to make money online? So if what you're doing isn't helping you get, what I tell people too is, and these three core things is what you need, and there's subsegments of each. Well, let's focus on how we get people, the traffic, those people that come in. How do we get leads from people that come to a page, collect leads, and how do we get sales? Those three things: traffic, leads, and sales. And a program should be showing you those things and how to get those things. And if they don't, you maybe have another program that's connected to another one that doesn't. So at least they're connected in a way. So, okay, discounts, woo, feel good, woo, dopamine hits. So it's, a lot of it is up here, guys. When you haven't seen much of this, you haven't worked on yourself as a person, and you don't have el carácter, means the character. No tienes el carácter, meaning you don't have the character. Your vision isn't there. Your values, your mission, your morals, your ethics, your governing principles, what you follow, self-mastery, working on yourself. I'm not perfect. I was once an academic student. Chemistry was my favorite class. I did chemical engineering, and then I went into business, got my degree. I've worked construction, manufacturing, warehousing, was once a ramp agent, in a courier role, administrative dispatch. Did not like these things and some of the other things, but we have to do things we don't want to do sometimes. That's life. And then doing the marketing, the customer budget side, looking at more financial logistics company, huge contracting company servicing HP and others, doing a lot of data, budgeting, inventory, supply chain logistics on the computer, looking at numbers, data, Excel spreadsheets, database, ordering things like here and there, lifting up boxes to deliver. Yeah, I was there for post-academic stability reasons, underpaid, undervalued. That I'd move up a role didn't happen. Downturn, 50 plus people were leave. I'm one of them. I have to go back on unemployment benefits and food stamp cards. It was one of, if not the hardest times in my life. Going to pay with my ABT, I don't know if you've ever done that. It feels embarrassing. I'm already an introvert, ambivert, extrovert qualities, yes, but like I couldn't even look the person in the eyes, lock eyes with them respectfully, just to look. At times I would, and then just happy and thankful and grateful to walk out of there with my bags, go have a family meal. Wish I had more savings, protection, comfort. When I did have enough, I was like, I needed to save this for something else. I wasn't putting in my all. I wasn't giving my 100% mentally there, 100%. I felt embarrassed. Felt like a burden. Even though my family wouldn't tell you, it's what I felt like. Even though they wouldn't tell you that I was a burden, and they didn't think that's what it felt like to me. And I'm sure you've had something like that happen, whether it was that situation or another, in one form or another. And if you haven't, there's a lot to grow in and learning. And that's what business is. And this business opportunity, there's more that I can show you, but you see shopping over here, save money, earn money. And let me go to the earn money over here side where I was on earlier. So you get 1 through 5 star personally enrolled, 25% down across the board. You have 1st through 5th again, and it shows you how incrementally it decreases by 1% as you increase your level to 5 star. Well, you even get to 5 star. So first level starts at 5% down to 1% at 5 star. Second level, there is nothing on your first star. So it starts at 4% down to 1%. Third star, 3% on your third star down to 1%. 2% on your fourth star down to 1%. And then fifth star, only 1%. You see that a lot with compensation plans. And that's common to see. Is it the best compensation plan? No. I've seen others and I recommend others. Generational coded fast starts are based on generation of rank in your enroller tree. I don't want to get too much into that. I already have a video I have on screen if you want to watch it down below. Covers everything. But that's not the point of this. Is to get all of the details and compensation plan. But as a business opportunity, I do not recommend it. I truly do not recommend this. Don't do it. Stay away from it. Because a lot of it is like a compensation plan just dumped into this. Like it's being drop shipped, basically, is what you're seeing. Is like everybody joining this so they can jump to the top of a matrix on somebody else's enroller tree and recruit. Like you got to bring in a lot of people to make up for what you're paying. And not only that, but what, 50 cents plus a month? Like, what are we doing? So much volume. And when you don't understand business, that's the biggest expense, is when you don't understand business. And I know this at a higher level because I've been a part of a lot of things. I've helped restaurants, manufacturing, construction, Amazon, FBA, drop shipping, Shopify, e-commerce of many sorts and subsets of what goes on in that space. I've seen a lot of businesses. Those are just some of them. I've reviewed a lot of businesses. I've identified their constraints. I know what they have going on, number-wise, reasons for funding. They're not getting funding. But like, look, this goes generational override example 2, matrix commissions. Like, that's what you should be shooting for, is like a binary matrix. Anything that you can also get from residually is what you want to join a program for. And that's what people bank on, and they hope they get spillover, never do anything. Like, they just want to sit on top of someone else that they brought in who's a leader, or somebody underneath, they're underneath the leader, but they never bring anybody. So it's not like it's easily duplicatable. So what are you doing? Like, it's so difficult for people to realize this because you're following the crowd. You're following what everybody else is doing. And I'm not here to bash you or look down on you, because we've all been there. I was once there many years ago. When you don't get in and learn and take action, you don't see these things. And when you don't increase your aptitude for hunger of learning and knowing business, you keep falling. You keep seeing the next thing, that this is the one that I'll finally make something, or I have another program that I can add and I know what I'm doing. I'm a leader in this. I did well in that other program, so I'm going to replicate what I did with the other one. Why just stick with one when I can have more? Diversify. I get the diversify thing, but you know what you're doing if you're that person. Can't tell me you don't. You'll be meaning well and you maybe don't know what you're doing. But a lot of this is like luck. Like, it's on your efforts to recruit. You're not just gonna, I get that whole thing on effort of recruiting, but is that what you want to be doing? And then getting lucky? Because that's a lot of the times what happens, is getting lucky. Finding a couple of leaders who did all the heavy lifting for you, or you did most of it, or you did a part, you played your part in it. But how much time did it take you to get there? Waiting after a year or 2 years, 3 years. What if the program isn't there anymore? The comp plan changes, which you see what a lot of programs out there do. Like, we're not releasing this yet, but it should have been released already. Like, what are we doing? Waiting for this to launch at this time, and wouldn't it have been right to launch already? Like, a lot of it is marketing hype. It's like, first stage is to email people who join. Okay, they entered their email here. They haven't bought yet, but we're going to email them. And, hey, this person, before they jump in front of you, can you, like, without saying it directly, hey, can you, like, join already? Yeah. And as somebody who's more indirect than direct, my younger brother's more direct. I can't be direct when I have to be with the right people at the right time and situation. I can be. But, like, I listen to the things that are not being said. You have to be open more to the things that are not said, that you're not hearing. If you are that way already, great. You're with me, you're rocking with me, great. Also, one more thing, and we're going to close up here in about a couple minutes. If you would want something much better than this, something where you get an actual ecosystem and systems that we can stack on top of one another and get awesome products behind, and get behind awesome products and programs and things that you can use for yourself, experience, and feel happy sharing with others, and have a place of comfort where you know that this will not only work, but you have others that you can see are doing this and are a part of something much greater and longer term. I have a group down below in Facebook where I'm educating people just like yourself. I have a guides section where you can check out a free system to pick up, a multi-stream affiliate marketing funnel. And there's more. I'm posting in there as regularly as I can. I can get busy at times, but I'm in there posting, helping. There's a chat room. There's people commenting. There's people chatting. And so I'm in there and I'm helping, giving you valuable posts on how to get started and do this effectively. I give you done for you stuff. I have a Google Drive done for you, emails, templates, things like that, that'll really help you along the way. That doesn't have to be this. And doing something where you have more control, and learning also the marketing, learning how to share your story. What does putting a blog post do? What should we put on the blog post? Why isn't blog post the best thing to do in this format right now? Video, short form video, posting it this way, doing it this. Free Facebook training is in there too, behind an awesome system. And then there's a free group training you can put for your own Facebook group or school. I recommend starting with Facebook because that's very well known and much more easier for people to do. But you can learn that from others and get their done for you videos and even clone that and put it in your own group and grow a community, an ecosystem. Learn how to do this. It's so easy because nobody does anything. Nobody wants to go and put a little funnel page together and put their story or share it this way or market. They're not even marketing. And they're just like, hey, there's a new program that jump into it. And you never do anything. You never learn a skill set. You never learn how to properly market anything or do enough marketing to get you there. It's just the same thing over and over. Here's spillover. Here's this matrix compensation plan. Here's a network marketing MLM company that's also like a hybrid with affiliate marketing now, because they know nobody does anything. And those who do will be the ones who stick around and who do actually a lot of the times the best. And a lot of times people have gone away from this whole thing of build it, get traffic, leads, and sales. And I'm going to show you that, how to do it, and what we stack and what we have with different affiliate programs. What's our core product at the back end, which is residual income based, one of them that gives out 80% commissions. And the majority of products are residual income based. with one of them being high ticket. But what do we position on the front end? Why is the price point best like this? What do we do when we onboard them? I give you them free email sequences. We can give them this, 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 this. What do we do if they don't get that? Then we show them this free system. We just repackage the same product like this. Helpful to see in a different way. There's just more to do. And so I can go on with the business opportunity and go into like generational matching bonuses right here, yearly VIP membership bonuses, monthly leadership bonus pools. But to me, it's a lot of fluff. And I know there are others out there who think that way. And those who do think that way too, by the way, a lot of them like have been around. I've been around for a while. I see these things, and hey, if you use it, but don't make it your primary. That's cool. I wouldn't put it as my primary. You can join these things, but hey, for what you're going to get on your membership, you're likely to cancel. Or you won't. You just stick with it, and then months pass and you know what you're doing isn't working or not enough. You're not getting what you thought you would be getting, like because you don't know business, because you're one of these people who follows others, or you are not, or you will. Don't do that. You've heard it here. And then I hear from people later on like, oh, I should have listened to you, and they come back. I'm willing to accept you, put my arm over your shoulder because I'm a compassionate person. I'm not looking down on you. I'm no better than you. We're equal. Yes, I have a higher acumen and portfolio that I've built and who I am and why I am the way I am as a person. That doesn't make me any better. I'm here to help you grow with me equally. That's what I'm here to do, is help you ascend to a level that you never thought you could have imagined getting into. And it's not about what I say or what I say, how I say it. It's about what I do. Yes, the words, but words are like what? Speak less, do more. I see the whole prototypical looking man or woman online making a video. I'm not that. I'm not genetically gifted. I played soccer at a high level, Division 1. I went to school. I grew up this way with the right morals. But I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to see my parents struggle and others struggle. I know what that looks like, being at the bottom, having to come back up, where you were here and then having to come back up. Life happens, and learning from that, fueling you, having motivation, willpower, having the environment so you don't have to act on motivation and willpower. You just do it because your environment, because of your desires already, because of your belief, the fear of the unknown. Everything is unknown until you actually learn and do it. Did you know you would be able to ride your bike without tricycles in the beginning? Probably didn't think of that, did you? Until you got on the bike, you started riding it. Or you did before because you were being told or you were hearing about it or you've seen it. But no, you likely didn't hear those things, or if you did, you just didn't pay much attention, or you weren't there. But when you rode the bike, you got off the wheels, and now, well, not all of them, but got off the tricycle wheels, the practice wheels, let's say, and now you're riding a bike without your hands on the handlebar. Like, look at you. I could do this, I could do that. Not trying to show off. That's not what I'm saying. Like, when you're young, you kind of do those things. Trying to impress someone or yourself. You should only be impressing yourself. Impress yourself so you can impress others. And I don't mean impress like, I'm not a showboat. That's not who I am. I'm a Libra, if that says anything. I'm just a more harmony gathering person and very loyal. Have a lot of integrity, trustworthy, reliable, easygoing. I love to fish. I like to do a lot of that. Love to do a lot of that these days. So I'm just a simple man, not materialistic, old soul at heart, like rock music. I keep to myself more because I know a lot of people, I don't want to mess with people. I don't mess with people. I don't want to get in people's businesses like that regularly or at all. Business funding, that's a little bit different, but at the same time, I don't even want to like, I always do my due diligence before I even help somebody and I send an email. I don't do like this. No, if it for clarity, maybe, but I'm even helping them understand like what my process, my systems and automation is, so they can respect that. Respect them so they can respect this side of things. So anyways, I hope that was helpful to you. You understand better about the business opportunity and what I shared with you a little bit of. If you want to watch the full thing, the presentation from me, I'll have my video down below. It's an hour's plus worth. Yes. I really wanted to hammer it home, and I normally don't do that. And I normally don't do this video format, but I feel like something was telling me I had to help you understand, because there's so many videos and people who have done well in other things or haven't, and they're like out there just they're trying to show you like this format, whatever that means. It means a couple of things. They're coming off as genuine as they can be, but because you saw it this way, it has to be much more genuine. It could be, but you're falling for things. You're repetitively following and following the wrong people. And it's disgusting me because it's the same thing you keep seeing over and over and over and over again. A post on Facebook. Yeah, I want to learn more because they marketed it to you so well, you can't even tell the difference. That leader, they know what they're doing. They really mean well. They want to help as many people. I get it. But come on, when you're talking about how many people will actually flourish in this, and is the average person going to do all this? And well, they're average, so why would they? Like an average person, I get that. I do truly get that. But these kinds of things just no. And then the next thing pops up and you're now over there, and have stability with your programs and build those because those work. So I'm going to show you more in the group down below. Go ahead and check that out. If you got a lot of value from this group, this this video, I've done so many takes just to make this one. Not trying to be perfect, not trying to be somebody I'm not. I want to bring you raw and authentic content as much as I can. And I have those days where a lot, like if I do a video, I'll mess it up like 10 times, take 10. I'm at a point where it doesn't even like, I just kind of have like a blank face. I'm onto it again because lingering on I messed up, sometimes that can get to you, but I've built that up where it doesn't happen. It's like, okay, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to do it in the best way possible. So even if you're putting like a little video up and it doesn't end up the way you wanted it to, but hey, it's there, just post it. People want that. People want to see your most raw, authentic self and version of yourself. And I'm not, again, like I said, your prototypical looking man or woman you see on a video. And because you follow that person who speaks nicely to you and fluffs you up and like, here's all my backstory and here's how we're making $100,000 in 2 months or over my last year, and now they're giving, like, that's what you fall for a lot. And I get it. It sounds good and it could be helpful, but that's the thing. It's programmed. It's programming you to see that, and that's what you gravitate to. That's before you've even seen a video. Like, this is the person that I want to see. I'm likely not that looking person. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Look down below in the description to get started. Thank you.